Back, ladies and gentlemen and other people. It's the Chef Logan Show. Today I'm sponsored by Bang Energy, Wild and Watermelon, because it's too early, but we're gonna go with it. Today's episode, let me take a sip real quick. Today's episode is a very special episode because I'm honored and utmost gratitude to be slightly good enough to want a restaurant to make a recipe on my show. So today we, in partnership with Rooted Craft Kitchen out of Colorado, wants me to make a recipe for them. It's called a Heirloom mustard. Thank you.
It's heavy for me. I don't know if we can have it for you.
I'm good. I appreciate it. Anyways, ladies, we'll keep going. Yes, so so Rooted Craft Kitchen out of Colorado. They have a heirloom tomato caprese salad. I had it one time and I was like, hot damn, this is one of the best things I've ever put inside of my mouth. So let's get to the ingredients, shall we? So, yeah, the ingredients you'll need is pistachio, because in this episode, we're making two recipes out of one recipe, because recipes call for recipes within each other. It's like a Russian doll. So pistachios, you want to get heirloom tomatoes, but heirloom tomatoes are actually harder than I thought they were to get. So we're using petite medley snacking tomatoes and cherry tomatoes. The reason this one's in a bowl is because the package had mold in it, so we wanted to save what we could. Watch out for mold. Nutritional yeast. This recipe is vegan, obviously, probably. Extra virgin coconut oil, even though it just says virgin, it's extra. You're supposed to use bay leaves, but we couldn't get basil leaves. Yeah, basil leaves. So we had to substitute and use stir-in basil paste. So that's different. Apple cider vinegar, onion powder, Himalayan sea salt. Oh my God. Himalayan sea salt and black pepper. If you don't use, let me turn this real quick. If you don't use Himalayan sea salt, you are a disappointment to me and my family. But besides that, you want to get an garlic clove and cashews and lemon juice. So yes, the first ingredient is 1 large box of basil. Clearly, like I said, we don't have that, so we're just gonna drizzle this over the top, probably. Next, you're gonna get 1/3 of a cup of pistachios. This is like a whole cup, but I bought 2, thinking I needed that many. Next is 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, freshly lemons. 1 large clove of garlic, straight from the bin. 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. I'm gonna use half a teaspoon because I like salt, get that good oxidization into the bloodstream and get that pop, you know. Next is cracked pepper. Probably gonna do more of the sea salt, less of the cracked pepper. There isn't really an exact amount for black pepper. And then next is 1/3 to 1/2 cup of olive oil. So that's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's for the pistachio pesto.
I don't see the olive oil, but
where's the olive oil, Grandma? Oh, yes.
How much?
Straight up extra virgin, just like me. But that's pistachio pesto for you. We'll hop into the cashew ricotta. Next up to the second recipe of the recipe of the recipes. You're gonna do the cashew ricotta. Vegan sounds like cheese, but it's not. So you're gonna get 1.5 cups of raw cashews, soaked in half a cup of water. And then here's where the alternatives come in. The reason for the apple cider vinegar. You can either juice 1 large lemon or use 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. I love apple cider vinegar. Helps with the metabolism and helps with the immune system. 1 to 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. I don't know if... Oh yeah, nutritional yeast is gluten-free, so this recipe is also gluten-free. Don't count me on that, but I think it is. Next is 1 small clove of garlic. So we're gonna have a lot of garlic to spare. And then half a teaspoon of everyone's favorite powder besides the white stuff, onion powder, because it's tan and not white. And next is Himalayan salt and cracked pepper. There's no definition on how much you're gonna use, so we're gonna use a liberal amount of both. So you want to fill up a bowl of water, half a cup. I didn't measure, so it's probably more. And then you're gonna wanna soak your pistachios, your cashews. Nuts are weird. And yeah, set that aside, let the cashews soak. And then, let's see here, ladies and gentlemen. You're supposed to let it soak for 2 hours in cold water. So we're gonna actually boil this water real quick.
What?
So a little interruption of events because I didn't study the menu.
How?
Cut. Welcome back. We got our shit soaking. Our cashews soaking. So while we do that, we're gonna put the other ingredients into a food processor, also known as a blender. Different items of the same thing. So you want to get 1 or 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. I'm gonna use 2 because more the merrier. And then next is 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. My favorite thing to put in my eyes.
What?
It's very, it burns.
No.
I like the burn. Okay, next is, as I have the memory of a goldfish, 1 small garlic clove, we'll cut that off camera. Half a teaspoon of onion powder.
Don't you have to mince that garlic?
I know. I'm gonna do that. Ooh. There's that. Straight into the hatch.
Okay.
I realized there was a top with holes in it. That should probably be used. And then Himalayan sea salt and black pepper. We're gonna blend that even though it shouldn't be. It's mostly for seasoning over the top, but on the Chef Logan Show we do it differently. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So, I don't know how much that is, but it's probably good enough. And then the black pepper, the cayenne pepper, even though it's not cayenne, it's black. That's how you do it, ladies. Give a good little crunch, you know? It do be sussy baka. But yeah, last ingredient that you're gonna add is the garlic clove, but we're gonna cut that off of camera because, yeah. So 1 small garlic clove.
Should you turn it off?
Turn what off?
You have to turn it off.
Alright, so after you let your cashews soak for 5 minutes in hot water instead of 2 hours in cold water, you want to add all your ingredients like we were doing. Add half a cup of water and your nuts into the food processor, also known as a blender. Add your water. Put the top on it.
Curry.
And then listen to the wise grandmother and figure out which curry is. There we go.
You gotta turn it on first.
So we'll let that blend till it's creamy. Welcome back, ladies. We got the recipe, the cashew ricotta. Let me just do that real quick.
Oh yeah,
Look at that.
Damn, that should look like berries and cream. Oh.
That do be stinky.
Why does it smell like that?
It's a sussy baka.
Oh.
Okay, so you're gonna let that sit, and then we're gonna work on the pesto pistachio.
Make that awful cloud like that.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're on to the pistachio pesto. So you want to get. Why did I turn off the recipe? Okay. 1/3 of pistachios. straight into the food processor. And then what does it call for as I close it out again? 1 half, no, that's not it. Here we go, ladies. 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. Could just do apple cider vinegar, which I might add that into. How the hell do you get this off? There we go. Ooh, it doesn't. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, whoa, I'm not even shooting the thing. There we go, ladies. There's one thing. Let's add some apple cider vinegar to while we're at it. There we go. Oh, squeaky. Okay, so after you do that, put your caps back on so you don't spill accidentally. Oh my god. Why can't I just turn my phone onto whatever? Always on. Okay, so 1 large clove. This is a clove. In the other recipe, we accidentally used 4 medium-sized cloves when it called for 1 small clove. So it is a little rinky-stanky, but for this one, use 1 large clove. So add that in. What does it call for? Half a teaspoon, quarter, 1 teaspoon, or a quarter teaspoon of sea salt. So. That's probably enough. Okay, and then next, as my phone turns off again, cracked pepper, similar thing. Use half the spinny spins of the grinder. I think that was the exact same amount. I don't know. And then 1/3 to 1/2 cups of olive oil. What?
Where's the half a cup?
I'm good. So there's that, half a cup. You want your pistachio pesto to be, what's the word? You want it to be slimy, but not oily. And is that all? Oh, most important thing, except it's not in the name of the recipe. Basil. So you want to pop that off real quick.
Yeah, do a little macchiato drizzle on there.
Yes, boy.
Cross
Oh,
that
why is it coming out like that? Let me just.
You did not eat it.
That's pretty ripe. You want to apparently use half a cup.
It looks like toothpaste.
So there's that.
Oh.
Maybe a little bit more for the.
No.
Just squeeze it in there. Shove it in. Yeah, I'm not ever getting paid for this show. Okay, so that's it. Ooh, a pistachio. Okay, so you want to puree it. Commercial break. Okay, ladies, as we get the second baby out of incubation, you got your pistachio pesto. Pretty green, pretty. When I first blended it, I thought before I added the basil, I thought it was going to turn green naturally from the pistachio, but no, it's the basil. So that's where the color comes from. Fun fact: should be basil pesto because that's where the color comes from, even though it's pistachio. Anyways, yeah. So after you get the cashew ricotta and the basil pesto done, you are going to cut up some tomatoes. We have a variety of assortments. I bought way too much because this is turning into one serving, but all of this equates to about 4 servings. So we might just run it back turbo and make some for the whole family. So I'm realizing now these are the closest to color-wise to heirloom tomatoes. So we're just gonna dice some of these up and put it on a plate and finish the episode. Okay, ladies, as we get the second baby out of incubation, you got your pistachio pesto. Pretty green, pretty. When I first blended it, I thought before I added the basil, I thought it was going to turn green naturally from the pistachio, but no, it's the basil. So that's where the color comes from. Fun fact: should be basil pesto because that's where the color comes from, even though it's pistachio. Anyways, yeah. So after you get the cashew ricotta and the basil pesto done, you are going to cut up some tomatoes. We have a variety of assortments. I bought way too much because this is turning into one serving, but all of this equates to about 4 servings. So we might just run it back turbo and make some for the whole family. So I'm realizing now these are the closest to color-wise to heirloom tomatoes. So we're just gonna dice some of these up and put it on a plate and finish the episode. So I made a big mistakey wakey, but not really a big mistakey wakey. I just brought an unnecessary ingredient because it's for another Chef Logan episode that we're doing right after, probably. The extra virgin coconut oil you don't need. Yeah, so forget about that. But yeah, let's hop into cutting the tomatoes. The tomatoes from Tomato Town. Oh shit. Let me grab. Okay. So, ooh, yeah, let me put my finger on the cutting side. Did I cut myself? No, we're good. So you want to listen to that pop. You want to dice up some tomatoes. You want to add some diversity, get that equality in there, get some yellow, get some orange, get some brown ass looking thing. This might have mold.
That's a good color.
Yeah, are we sure? Okay, anyways, I'm gonna continue cutting and we'll wrap it up with footage of the food. Okay, ladies, it's time. We cut the tomatoes. Let me put my hands inside. Thankfully, no one else is eating this besides me, so I don't have to wear gloves. It's a food safety standard for Ecolab. That's a bit too much for one serving. But yeah, I like cashews and milk. So you want to gently rub off the cashew ricotta from your spatula knife. Reminds me of one of those knives you get for Halloween that has the fake blood in it. So after you do that, you're gonna apply the pistachio. Yes, thank you, grandmother. You're gonna apply the pistachio. Oh yeah, that word, pesto. You're gonna apply the pistachio pesto to the top. The one thing I forgot, which Rooted is gonna be very upset at me for, and I apologize to Kimberly. I love you, Kimberly, but I'm sorry to disappoint you. On the top of their salad, they use pea shoots. I did look for pea shoots and I couldn't find any. But let me pull up an image of their caprese salad versus mine to see who's the better chef. So here's theirs. Check out their Instagram at Rooted Craft Kitchen. Looks like that. As you see, there's pea shoots. You can use garden greens, just straight up just shit that you get in your garden. Make sure it's not like bird shit, but green stuff. But anyways, that's the salad for you. Let's take a taste test. And dig in, shall we? Get a good combination of all of it. Tastes pretty similar. You don't have the pea shoots. Definitely use not 4 cloves of garlic in your cashew ricotta because this is pretty garlicky. I'm a fiend for salt, so I would add a little bit more salt. But otherwise, I'm pleasantly surprised that it turned out this way. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the Chef Logan Show. As always, I hate every single one of you. And yeah, see you in the next episode of the Chef Logan Show, season 2 something or other. Vegan, salted, cookie, whatever. This episode was Heirloom Tomato Caprese Salad by Rooted Craft Kitchen. Thank you very much for watching, and ciao.